Hey guys, sorry there's like spit up on my shirt. He literally just spit up on my shirt. So it's been so long, really? It's been so long since I made a video on my delivery and everything. I've just been so busy. Sorry, I just had to like run upstairs and I just haven't had the time to actually make a video and edit it. So now it's 5 months later since I've had him. And I'm going to tell you guys my journey, and I'm also going to tell you guys my postpartum video. I did have to have a C-section with him because unfortunately I wasn't able to push him out. You guys know my last video that I wanted to push him out. That was my main goal, is having a natural birth, but it didn't end up that way because it was safer for him to come out with a C-section. So I'm going to get into all of that. So in my last video I was talking about how to get induced, which I did get induced. I don't remember the dates because it was so long ago. This is what sucks about the whole thing, is that I wish I would have got to this video earlier because I remember all the dates before that. So I did get induced and they did use a Foley bob on me, which sucked. It's so painful. Yeah, that Foley bob was no joke. I think that was in the top 5 list in the worst things that happened that day. That was one of them. It hurt really bad. I went in at 7 at night. They actually called me in earlier than I was supposed to. They told me to come in at 8 and then they said, hey, you can come in at 7. So when I got there I was a little bit confused because I did have a scheduled appointment. So they were trying to figure out, like, you know, when I was supposed to come in and stuff, and I told them I'm getting induced. So they sent me upstairs into the induction area, and I had to wait for like 30 minutes for someone to come out and tell me to come in. So yeah, I went in. 30 minutes later they called me in. They told me that I couldn't let anybody in with me, so they just basically like tested me on like my they gave me my IV fluids, they gave me, they obviously did my blood pressure and all that other stuff. Yeah, fortunately I didn't have the preeclampsia thing or what is it called? I don't want to say it wrong. The diabetes thing. So I was pretty much good on that. They didn't have to like do any more stuff to me. So I was good on that, thank God. And sorry if I seem like I'm trying to go by in this video fast, because this little one here, he doesn't like to stay in the same place for too long, so I have to be kind of quick. But anyway, so they let me bring my family back. I had my boyfriend with me and my mother, of course. As soon as they let them in, they said we're gonna start on the Foley bob, but we're first gonna check your cervix. And I was like, no. Because the last time I got my cervix checked, it was so excruciating, like, oh my god. So when they came in and checked it, I was like, oh my god, it's painful. It's freaking painful. Oh my gosh. I was only at 1 centimeter dilated, and I was very surprised because the last time I went to the doctors, they told me that I wasn't anything dilated. So I was very surprised. I was like, thank God, like, 'cause that was something. So basically the Foley bob is to get you to like a 4. So when it falls out, they can start with the Pitocin. So since I was already at a 1, it was, you know, the Foley bob was gonna come out real quick. It only took like an hour for it to come out, and it was like I was already at a 4. So yeah, they inserted the Foley bob. That was painful. I already told you guys that I don't want to cuss, sorry. That was painful. Oh my god. If you ever hear anyone say that it's not painful, they're lying. It hurts like heck. I can't stand the Foley bob. I don't even know why they came up with that. I'd rather just wait and not get induced rather than going through that. They started with the Pitocin after the Foley bob came out, and they started it at a 2. I was just getting cramps. It felt like period cramps. It wasn't really that bad at first. So then see what I'm talking about, guys? This video is not gonna last long. So yeah, I was getting like little cramps, and that was about it for that part. So it wasn't that bad until I got to, I think she raised it like every half an hour, and she raised it to, by this time it was like at a 10, at a level 10. And it was around, I'm gonna say, like I said, I don't remember the time, so I'm gonna say it was around like in the morning, like 6 in the morning ish. It was getting bad. I was like breathing through all of my contractions. They were getting pretty bad, intense. I'm gonna say around like he's teething right now. So like 10 in the morning ish. It was around like a 15, something like that, the level. It was pretty bad. I would like every contraction was like painful. My boyfriend was getting really scared. He was getting worried and like just concerned, like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. Absolutely not. And I want the epidural, but I was trying to tough it out and not ask for it so early. I didn't want to wimp out. So they did come in and tell me my doctor is gonna come in. No hands in the mouth. They did. Look in the camera. Look. He didn't look. Look in the camera. Look in the camera. Look. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Yeah. So they did tell me that my doctor was coming in to break my water. Oh my god. I think out of the whole thing, I was more terrified about was the fact that I heard when people get their water broken, it hurts. But my doctor kept saying it's not gonna hurt. Like, it's not gonna hurt. And I'm like, all right, I trust you because he's a really good doctor. I recommended my friend to him because he's just awesome, guys. Like, he's like really, really good doctor. So he broke my water, didn't feel a thing. I just kept feeling gush. TMI, sorry guys. This is a birth video, so it's gonna be a little TMI. It felt like I was constantly peeing on myself. It was just weird, you know, it was just a weird feeling. At that point, my contractions were freaking painful. I asked for the epidural. I'm like, give me the epidural, it's time. Like, I can't take it anymore. I tried and I was really disappointed, but you know, hey, that's what happens. Like, you know, I just couldn't take the pain anymore. So the anesthesias, they came in really quick. I didn't have to really wait. They came in, it was like a guy, he basically told me like what's gonna happen, what he has to do. Everyone had to leave the room. The only person that was allowed to stay was my mom. Getting the epidural hurt like heck as well. I don't know why people say it doesn't. Like, some people I've heard on YouTube, like girls say it's not. It hurts really bad, and yeah, it was very painful, guys. Look in the camera. Look. He's teething. Yeah. So after my epidural, it was like really relaxing. I didn't feel my contractions anymore. Now, he did put it in, he inserted it in my back wrong. So, I mean, like, he said I could fix it. Like, basically all of my contractions were on one side, my right side. And he said he would fix it for me, but I was like, nah, I'm just done. I don't even want it in my back no more. I'm freaking I don't want it. I was so, like, in pain from the last time he inserted it in. I think he poked me like 3 times, and I'm just like, this please. I pressed that button they give you like at least 20,000 times. I kept feeling, like I said, on my one side, I felt all of my contractions. Like, so basically it worked, but it didn't. It was like nighttime approaching. My contractions weren't going away. They were getting pretty bad. So like they were like, okay, I think you're good. I think it's time to push. They checked my cervix. I was like at a 10 at that point, and I was ready to have the baby. I was pretty excited. I was like, no, I took my mind off the contractions. I was like, wow, we're having this baby. So then 3 hours later, I was pushing. Like, my doctor was like, come on, push. And I really thought I was doing something, but I couldn't feel a dang thing. Oh my god, he got all this spit up on my shirt. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. So basically, after 3 hours of pushing, I wasn't making any progress. So they said, if you don't get him out, then we're gonna have to do a C-section. So basically, that's what happened. He wasn't coming out. Like, the only thing they could see was his hair. Like, he just wasn't coming out. And honestly, I really think it's because I got induced. Like everyone keeps saying, like the doctors say, it decreases the risk of a C-section, but I really think it increases it, because if I would have waited when I was actually ready to have him, like, because I did it at 41 weeks. If I would have waited another week, I swear he would have came out. But my doctor insists that I got induced because he was a high-risk doctor, so I think he was just trying to look after me, but whatever. Anyway, so at that point, I had to get another dose of epidural. They actually gave me the spinal anesthesia because the epidural wasn't working. I was still feeling my contractions. So when they gave me the anesthesia, I was numb everywhere. Like my face was numb, my body was numb. I'm just completely numb at that point. It was really terrifying. Like I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, am I gonna die? Because if I die, you have to take care of the baby, and I'm just like scared as crap. They only let him in because I had to pick one person, so I was like, Mom, can you just let him come in? He's the dad. She was okay with it, but yeah, at that point, I was numb. Like I was completely out of it. I was like, ugh. I don't know what the heck was going on. Like I was getting drowsy. I was about to go to sleep, but I kept telling myself, Rachel, stay awake. Rachel, stay awake. Rachel, stay awake. So yeah, I stayed awake. And I was getting used to the medicine, so I was able to not be as scared as I was, but I was still really scared. So after, I'm gonna say 10 minutes of them cutting me open, I heard him start crying, and I was like, oh my god. I was so freaking like emotional and just everything. Like at the same time, like I had all this medicine in me. I was loopy. What is the problem? I was loopy and everything, so I was just like, I don't know. And I felt so bad because I was telling my boyfriend, like, can you please stay here with me until they're done stitching me up? Because I really thought I was gonna die, guys. Like, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. But, yeah, he stayed there with me and everything, and yeah, we had our little boy, and I am definitely... We had our little boy, and I'm extremely happy about it. He's everything I could ask for. He's a blessing. Like, I just love him so much, and watching him grow is so freaking amazing. He was just a little infant, and now he's just this thing. Look at him. But yeah, he's currently 4 months now. He will be 5 months next month on the 19th. We're in November right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see that. He's currently teething, and it's really frustrating because every mom knows how I feel. Like it's when they start teething, it's the worst, because you have to keep like playing with them, and you have to get their mind off of it. His next doctor's appointment, we're gonna talk about, I guess, using the numbing on his gums, because you know I don't want to use it, but if they recommend it, I'll try it. I just don't like to use any like medicines or anything right now. As far as the vaccines, I did not vaccinate him, and I don't plan on vaccinating him until probably like when he's a little older. I'm really like just not really for the whole vaccine thing unless he needs it. He's not going to daycare. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now, so as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't need it, you know. I know a lot of moms that don't vaccinate their kids. It's your choice. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It is definitely your choice. As far as my C-section, I'm recovering well. It took a while for me to recover. It took like 2 months. I was in pain. Like, it was very, very hard for me to walk and everything, eat, laugh. I couldn't sneeze. I will make a separate video on that. I did want to just talk about, you know, my recovery a little bit in this video, but I will make a separate video for that because obviously I can't. But thank you guys for watching. And patiently waiting for my video to come because it's been a while. So, look, say bye. Say bye. Say bye. See, it's all an act. That was an act. That's him being... He just get mad because he wants to play or do something else. But say bye. Say thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for watching, and stay updated on my next video. which would be my postpartum video on my C-section.